The best soup in under 30 minutes. Today we are making one of my favorite soups, Creamy Tortellini Soup. And the best part is it's ready in under 30 minutes and you only need one pan to make it. My name's Christina, I'm with Eating on a Dime. My sister Carrie and I share all of our favorite super easy recipes on eatingonadime.com, and we're on a mission to teach you how to cook at home without spending hours in the kitchen. And today's recipe is a wonderful one-pot soup that the entire family is gonna love. As always, I've linked this recipe in the description below, so you can go there, save it, print it, pin it, do whatever you like to do. All right, let's get cooking. This is a one-pot recipe, and once we get over to the stove, everything happens pretty quickly. So I always recommend that you get all your ingredients ready, get them close to the stove, so when it starts cooking, everything's at an arm reach. You do need one onion diced for this recipe. I'm gonna go ahead and get that ready before heading over to the stove. I'm using a yellow onion, which is my favorite for soups. Love it. You could use a white onion if you prefer. You do you. I'm going to cheat and use my handy dandy veggie chopper. If you've been following Carrie and us for a while now, you know we love the veggie chopper. It saves so much time, especially in soup season. So when using the veggie chopper on an onion, I quarter the onion, place it point side down in the chopper, and then chop. And you have beautifully chopped onions every single time. That's the only prep needed. I told you guys, this is an easy one. All right, let's head over to the stove and get this soup cooking. Heat a large stock pot or Dutch oven over high heat. I am using our Caraway stock pot. We love this, and then it is kind of a higher price point, so I've linked a more affordable option in the description below as well. Add 1 pound ground sausage to the pan with that diced onion. We're going to brown this ground sausage and break it up as it browns. It should take about 5 to 7 minutes. I love using this meat chopper when browning anything ground, honestly. Ground sausage, ground beef, ground turkey, it does a great job. So first, I like to just flatten it out as much as possible. And then I'm going to let it sit and cook for a few minutes, and then we'll come back in and chop it up some more. So once it's sit for a few minutes and start to brown, come back in with that chopper and just start to chop it up and move it around to get the other sides browned as well. It's moments like this, friends, where I wish you guys could smell through the video because it's already smelling amazing. So just continue to break it up as it browns, and you want to cook it till it's no longer pink. Mine is almost done. I see just a couple of pink spots, so I'm just going to cook it maybe a minute more to make sure it's cooked through. Now, if your sausage is super greasy, you can drain off any grease. Mine isn't too bad, so I'm going to leave it as is. Then you want to add in either 3 cloves of garlic minced or a tablespoon pre-minced garlic. You just want to cook it for about a minute until you can start to smell the garlic. You do not want to add this in the beginning because it can burn easily, so we always add it just in the last minute. Then add in a 1/4 cup butter and let it melt. We're going to use this to make the roux to help thicken the soup. Then add in a 1/4 cup all-purpose flour. This is what we're going to use to make the roux and thicken the soup, but because we don't want it to taste super floury, we let it cook for about a minute, and that's going to help get that like chalky flavor out. Stir in 3 cups chicken broth. 8-ounce tomato sauce, 8 ounces. This is a 1 8-ounce can. 2 teaspoons Italian seasoning mix. Now, if you do not have this available in your area, I'm going to link a homemade recipe below. 1/4 teaspoon salt and 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. And then 1/4 teaspoon red pepper flakes. Stir to combine all the ingredients. Turn the heat up to high, and we're going to bring this to a boil. Once it's boiling, stir in 8-ounce cheese tortellini, and we're going to let this cook for about 3 to 4 minutes until they're nice and tender. While the tortellini is cooking, we're gonna get the spinach ready. You want a cup of spinach for this recipe. I'm using baby spinach and I remove the stems just based on my preference. And you wanna just roughly chop it just because it makes it easier to eat in a soup. So I just kind of chop it one way and then I turn it and then I chop it the other way as well. And I'm just using the big kitchen knife that we're obsessed with. And it just makes it really easy to chop and add it to the soup. Once the tortellini is tender, add in that chopped spinach, a half cup grated Parmesan cheese. Now I'm just using the Parmesan cheese that you get in the shaker and it works great in this soup, but you can definitely grate your own if you prefer. Then add in a half a cup heavy whipping cream to give it that nice creamy texture, because you know creamy is in the name of the soup, so we need cream in it. We are just going to stir. Oh, y'all, it already looks good. Stir to combine, and then you just want to heat for a few minutes until that spinach is wilted, but it doesn't take long. So it's been cooking for a couple minutes and you can see that that spinach is perfectly wilted and it is done and ready to serve. You just want to remove it from the heat and let it cool slightly, and that's it. Only thing left to do now is to serve it up, friends. This is my favorite part. Time for taste testing. Ooh, it is nice and thick with that roux. I'm gonna get some of the broth with the sausage. So delicious. I want to try a bite with the tortellini as well. Still nice and hot. It is so delicious. This is a very hearty and filling soup. When I make this and serve it at home, I would just do like a small, simple side salad to get in more veggies, and that's all you need. It's a complete meal in under 30 minutes, and the flavor is unbelievable. Friends, thanks so much for joining me today in our kitchen. Don't forget, this recipe is linked in the description below. And if you love easy weeknight meals just like that, I'm also gonna link our digital cookbook in the description below. It's Weeknight Winners. It is a bunch of easy, delicious dinners that can be made on any busy weeknight, and it's amazing. All right, friends, don't forget to like and subscribe. We have lots of new recipes coming for you, and I do not want you to miss it. I am out of here. I will see you next time. And remember, friends, until then, make sure you're eating at home by eating on a dime. Bye, friends.